You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Mo shot himself. Case closed. Ladies and gentlemen, let's quit with the narrative. Beta males, time to go to sleep. Mark Magsayo, injured Gary Russell Jr., damaged Gary Russell Jr. with his power, okay? During the fight. Hit him with a nice power shot to his shoulder, and Gary Russell Jr. went, we seen it. We seen it. Shout out to Mark Magsayo. Look, first and foremost, both of them. Shout out to modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. Y'all already know, man. They did a good job. It was a good fight. Yes, Gary Russell Jr., he kept on fighting. At least he kept on fighting. He showed the warrior spirit. You know what I'm saying? We not knocking that. Nobody is knocking that. But Mark Magsayo damaged Gary Russell Jr. Check the replay. Check the replay. I ain't lying to y'all. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. The video don't lie. The video don't lie. So it's time to put it to rest. Case closed. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Mark Magsayo did a wonderful job, and his team did a wonderful job. And a lot of people be like, oh, damn, what about his IQ? If he knew that he was hurt, he should have gone after him. Man, maybe Mark Magsayo don't know that Gary Russell Jr. was playing possum. He don't know. The good thing about Mark Magsayo and his win is that he kept the game plan. He kept the game plan. He didn't you know what I'm saying, overwhelm himself by hurting Gary Russell Jr. and try to go after him. He knows that Gary Russell Jr. probably has more experience than him. He knows that he knows that Gary Russell Jr. is a good technical fighter and a very experienced fighter, a very smart fighter as well. So Mark Magsayo is like, you know what? Let me stick to the game plan. I'm not gonna pressure it. Let me stick to the game plan, and that's what he did. There's people out there that be like, "Oh, he should have went after him, knowing that he was hurt. How the hell he's not gonna knock out a wounded man?" He beat him anyway. 12 rounds back, he beat him anyway. So at the end of the day, man, people may be upset on the fashion that he won, but it is what it is. He hurt Gary Russell Jr. during the fight in the fourth round with a nice boom, right, that you saw the replay, and Gary Russell. Okay, so what do we want to see next for Mark Magsayo? A lot of people talking about the rematch. Nah, I don't want to see the rematch, to be honest, because I haven't seen Gary Russell Jr. really being active. I don't know why. I mean, of course, I understand the champion should. I'm not saying that it's a bad idea. What I'm saying as a fan, and I am a fan of Gary Russell Jr. as well. But I don't know if he semi-retire or anything like that. You know what I mean? I don't miss him. I don't think boxing miss him. I want to see Gary Antoine Russell in 140. I want to see who's going to get that work. I want to see who's going to get that work in 140 pounds. You already know 140 pounds is a very dangerous division. But other than that, Mark Magsayo versus Navarrete. Ay, que pelea. Now that's a fight. That's a war right there. Mexican versus Philippines. Navarrete versus Mark Magsayo. Unification. Ay, mi madre. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that fight. We're going to be talking about that fight. I got to do a video. I got to do a live podcast or whatever, because that needs some time. That needs us to break it down technically wise. I believe that Mark Magsayo could go back into the gym and get better. I don't want Mark Magsayo to sleep on this win or relax on this one on the clouds. Get back in the gym. Get back in the gym after this week. You know what I'm saying? Get some good rest. Get a vacation. If you got a lady, you do what you got to do. But stay in the gym. Stay getting better, because now, as a champion, it's hard to get there, but it's harder to stay there. So Mark Magsayo, I hope he got a great team. I know he got Manny Pacquiao. A great motivation and inspiration to Mark Magsayo. Again, Mark Magsayo is now the golden child of the Filipino people. Of course, there's a lot of champions out there. Ancajas that's supposed to be fighting. Who Ancajas is supposed to be fighting? Who's the unification brother he was supposed to be fighting? I forgot. It'll get back at it. But Ioka, that fight, Ancajas versus Ioka, that's a good fight right there. That's a legacy fight right there for both men. I would like to see that fight. Y'all already know they're going to be fighting now. Oh, yeah, you know it. Rematch. Y'all, like I said in my other video, the Filipino warriors all taking over the sport of boxing. I'm not saying taking over all the sports. What I'm saying is, like I said in the video, that they become a hot commodity, lucrative fan base in the sport of boxing, just like the Mexican fan base, just like the Puerto Rican fan base, and especially here in America. And it's just not many Pacquiao. It's a lot of warriors out there, and I'm happy to see the Philippine fighters, growing, enhancing, and continuing the legacy that Manny Pacquiao has left behind. Let me know what y'all think about the fight. Let me tell you what you think about the video. I know a lot of people already did the video and stuff like that. I haven't done it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all already know, man. This is Punch Drunk Boxing, Mr. Moonshine. Y'all already know, God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champions. The best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.